That is why I'm saying women don't really like peace of mind.
Hi there! It's yet another excited episode of Breaking the Just here with me, Angie Bell, where we bring you all the latest, hottest, the bass boost, anything you think of. Today we have two guests on the show, and we'll be talking about how to identify a toxic relationship. Charlie, this topic alone, I just can't wait for us to dig in. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly go subscribe, like, comment, and don't forget to share as well to all your loved ones because today, you are not ready for it yet. Let's get right into it. Back and still breaking the just here with me, Angie Bill. Our guests are already seated and they are ready to give us more thoughts into the topic. Hi, Enyonam. So my immediate left is Enyonam, the beautiful damsel, And right beside Enyonam is Mr. Brown. Today, you guys aren't ready. You are not ready. You are welcome on the show.
Thank you so much.
So with today's topic, how to identify a toxic relationship. Some will be asking like toxic in the crowd. What is it? How do you know that the relationship is toxic? So let's listen to the guys aspect first because normally they are the guys that really endure the toxicity. And yeah.
Okay, from my own experience, I believe when it comes to toxic relationships, everybody has what they see to be toxic to them.
Yeah.
For instance, some men might say that when a lady doesn't respect them, they talk to you, but you don't listen. They see it to be toxic.
Yeah.
But there's somebody else too. Maybe it's when the lady is fighting.
Yes.
So
that's those.
to each their own.
Yeah.
But from my own personal experience, it was more or less like the emotional aspect of it.
Emotional toxicity. Hey, yes. we'll get deep into that.
It was more or less the emotional part of it.
Yeah.
And it just got to a point, I think she was beginning to change me into something I'm not.
Damn.
So I just had to
cut it off. Like
even with that was a whole lot of
hold on. We'll get into how you're able to come out and all that. So some will be asking like, what is a toxic relationship? Whether I'm in a toxic relationship or not, I don't even know. So what is it in your opinion?
So first of all, you realize the person you are with, you are not happy with the person you are with. Once you realize you're not happy where you at, it's actually toxic. Yes. So, and secondly, I think when disrespect comes in, it looks like your opinion doesn't matter to your spouse or your partner. Or, yes, that is toxic too. Yeah,
like whatever he says is bullshit.
Yes, it's like he doesn't appreciate anything. He doesn't like you are. It's like you are in a relationship, but you are not in a relationship because it looks like your opinion is not
valid
in the relationship. Yes. So,
yeah, with opinions, sometimes we may think they are not valid, but they are in a relationship. You know, guys or people have different ways of accepting or taking your advice in relationships. Maybe with what you're saying, I'm just trying to add up to what you're saying. You know, sometimes people understand what you're saying, but they don't open up to you and be like, okay, so this thing you're saying is actually good. They'll just because there's ego. Ego comes in, ego and pride. Because there's ego and pride, the person wouldn't let you know that, okay, so this thing actually saying is actually making sense. So, Charlie, so with such a partner from the beginning, how is it like? How would you know that this person can be toxic in the future? Because it doesn't always start to be toxic.
Okay, from a guy's perspective, I believe ladies need to take hints when you're having conversations with the person. I mean, there are guys who give you the hints right from the start.
Yeah.
But you choose to ignore it because, excuse me to say, some of them will say, a bad boy vibe.
I know, right?
Like, what do you mean by bad boy vibe? The person is literally disrespecting you by talking to you some certain kind of way, and you are just there giggling. I find it like it pisses me off when I'm in that kind of situation. It happened recently, I think last week. I was with some couple of friends, and a lady came by. We were all talking nicely, and then, excuse me to say, she's actually a hookup girl. But I believe she's still a human being.
Exactly. Yeah.
And one of my friends was just like, "Ooh, I like your outfit. I like the way your ass is popping and all that." I'm like, bro, don't speak to women like that in public. I mean, respect yourself. Have some respect. I say, but she's a hookup girl. I say no. So somebody like that, you can actually tell that this person has some little bit of
toxicity in them.
Because if you can speak like that to
Yeah,
somebody,
to a lady you just met,
just because she's a hookup, I can imagine what you tell your own girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I really wish ladies can open their eyes more, open their ears more to listen. Don't just be carried away by the whole vibe or the money, the gifts aspect. But if you can listen, you actually hear.
Yeah, if you can listen and hear, there are two different things. You can just listen and not be hearing. You know that. So when you can listen and hear,
if you can actually listen, you would see that this guy, this thing he said, he shouldn't have said this to you. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. And what do you have to say?
Okay, so I think when I say your opinion doesn't matter to your spouse, like once you're in the relationship, it's the two of you.
Yes.
So everything needs to be discussed.
Yeah.
So when you bring up something and it looks like your partner doesn't, if he or she feels like it doesn't count, that is when you feel like that it's a sign. You don't have to ignore that sign. Right? So before it goes deeper, you need to take it as a sign before it goes deeper. So once your opinion doesn't matter in the relationship, trust me, it's toxic. Don't let it go deeper. Anything.
Okay.
But then I would like you to emphasize on what you mean by when your opinion doesn't matter. Because I dated someone and her grounds for breaking up with me was that I don't listen to her opinion. From my own experience, I believe when it comes to toxic relationships, everybody has what they see to be toxic to them.
Yeah.
For instance, some men might say that when a lady doesn't respect them, they talk to you but you don't listen, they see it to be toxic.
Yeah.
But there's somebody else too, maybe it's when the lady is fighting him.
Yes.
So
that's those.
to each their own.
Yeah.
But from my own personal experience, it was more or less like the emotional aspect of it.
Emotional toxicity. Hey, yes. we'll get deep into that.
It was more or less the emotional part of it.
Yeah.
And it just got to a point, I think she was beginning to change me into something I'm not.
Damn.
So I just had to
cut it off. Like
even with that was a whole lot.
We'll get into how you're able to come out and all that. So some will be asking like, what is a toxic relationship? Whether I'm in a toxic relationship or not, I don't even know. So what is it in your opinion?
So first of all, you realize the person you are with, you are not happy with the person you are with. Once you realize you're not happy where you at, it's actually toxic. Yes. So, and secondly, I think when disrespect comes in, it looks like your opinion doesn't matter to your spouse or your partner. Or, yes, that is toxic too. Yeah.
So whatever he says is bullshit.
Yes. It's like he doesn't appreciate anything. He doesn't like you are. It's like you are in a relationship, but you are not in a relationship because it looks like your opinion is not
valid
in the relationship. Yeah, so
with opinions, sometimes we may think they are not valid, but they are in a relationship. Guys or people have different ways of accepting or taking your advice in relationships. Maybe with what you are saying, I'm just trying to add up to what you are saying. Sometimes people understand what you are saying, but they won't open up to you and be like, okay, so this thing you're saying is actually good. They'll just, because there's ego comes in, ego and pride. Because there's ego and pride, the person wouldn't let you know that, okay, so this thing you're actually saying is actually making sense. So Charlie, so with such a partner from the beginning, how is it like? How would you know that this person can be toxic in the future? Because it doesn't always start to be toxic.
Okay, from a guy's perspective, I believe ladies need to take hints when you're having conversations with the person. I mean, there are guys who give you the hints right from the start, but you choose to ignore it because, excuse me to say, some of them will say a bad boy vibe.
I know, right?
Like, what do you mean by bad boy vibe? The person is literally disrespecting you by talking to you some certain kind of way, and you are just there giggling. I find it like, it pisses me off when I'm in that kind of situation. It happened recently, I think last week. I was with some couple of friends and a lady came by. We were all talking nicely, and then, excuse me to say, she's actually a hookup girl. But I believe she's still a human being.
Exactly. Yeah.
And one of my friends was just like, "Ooh, I like your outfit. I like the way your ass is popping and all that." I'm like, bro, don't speak to women like that in public. I mean, respect yourself. Have some respect. I say, but she's a hookup girl. I say no. So somebody like that, you can actually tell that this person has some little bit of
toxicity in them.
Because if you can speak like that to somebody,
to a lady you just met,
just because she's a hookup, I can imagine what you tell your own girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I really wish ladies can open their eyes more, open their ears more to listen. Don't just be carried away by the whole vibe or the money, their gifts aspect. But if you can listen, you actually hear.
If you can listen and hear, there are two different things. You can just listen and not be hearing. You know that. So when you can listen and hear,
so if you can actually listen, you would see that this guy, this thing he said, he shouldn't have said this to me. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. And what do you have to say?
Okay, so I think when I say your opinion doesn't matter to your spouse, like once you're in the relationship, it's the two of you.
Yes.
So everything needs to be discussed. So when you bring up something and it looks like your partner doesn't, if he or she feels like it doesn't count, that is when you feel like it's a sign. You don't have to ignore that sign. Right? So before it goes deeper, you need to take it as a sign before it goes deeper. So once your opinion doesn't matter in the relationship, trust me, it's toxic. Don't let it go deeper. Any deeper.
Okay.
But then I would like you to emphasize on what you mean by when your opinion doesn't matter. Because I dated someone and her grounds for breaking up with me was that I don't listen to her opinions and what she has to say. But on my own end, I can defend it that whatever it is that she was saying at that point in time wasn't something that was going to help us. I've always believed women are emotional thinkers. And men are logical on self.
Like selfish opinions.
Exactly. And when I try to say the right thing or try to say my own opinion, she also feels you're also being selfish. You don't want me to do this. You don't. A typical example is, for instance, if I'm dating you, I'm a guy and I've done certain things,
of course,
that I'm not even proud of. So there are certain things I know. You can be talking to another guy. There are certain things he says. There are certain things he says I can literally read in between the lines. But you as a woman, you just think he's being nice, he's being friendly. So I see these things and I'm like, yo, I'm not comfortable with this. The way it's going to lead to something. Oh no, he's just a friend. Okay, fine. Let's leave it at that. 1 month down the line, this same conversation pops up. I'm like, this person still say, oh, Nana, is it fine? And then before you see, it brings about an issue that should have been avoided like 3 months ago.
Wow.
So you understand? So sometimes you want to go out, let me know. Hey babe, tomorrow I'm going out with my friends. It's going to be my girls, or probably some couple of guys are going to be with us. Hey babe, I don't like the guys that are going to be with you, but just be careful. If you know you're getting drunk, come home or go home. Don't stay out too late. And you don't want me to go out. If I say I want to go out, then you want to tell me this, you want to tell me that.
I can see I'm shaking your head. What do you have to say before me?
Okay, so I think communication very important. So when your partner tells you something about, like you said, you going out and he's not comfortable with certain people around, you should listen. So that means obviously she was toxic. Because everything was about her, her feelings, her emotions. No,
but she made it look like it was me. Like
so how toxic people
they gaslight.
They make you feel like you are the problem. That's how they are. So obviously she was toxic. Yes.
So it got to a point where
so right now, let's get to the point where they make you feel like you are the problem. They make you feel like you are the bad person in the relationship. How do you come out of something like that? Or how do you deal with things like this? Because you're so much in love and you don't want to come out. You're in love with the person, you don't want to come out, but you're also enduring.
I think that is where self-esteem plays a major key. growing up, my parents have always taught us to be like vocal,
yes, speak up.
Whether the person is your boss, your destiny helper, whoever, speak up.
Yes.
If it doesn't sit well with you, say it.
Yeah.
So at the point, it's like she was overshadowing that part of me, because I felt me bad.
You become so
exactly. I can't talk, and I'm like, hey, am I a simp or what? Like, am I trying to be like I'm in love? So I'm you're not the only lady out there. Just like you feel guys are in your DMs every day. There are ladies in my DM too.
Of course, fine boy. What are you talking about?
But I choose to ignore all those things and just focus on you. Yeah. So why can't I get the same people? So it got to a point. I think that how I dealt with it might be different from how somebody would deal with it.
So let's hear yourself.
On my own part, I became quiet.
Wow.
I became very quiet.
Even among your peers?
Not among my peers, but we hear. I don't call anymore unless she calls.
Wow. Silence treatment.
I don't talk whenever I want to go out. Okay. I want to do this. Okay. I'm traveling 3 days. Okay. Anything. Okay. And now she was like, now you don't complain about anything. So she feels like everything is okay. Because that's what she wants. But on my own part, I was just pulling away. And then I had the final straw when one day we were supposed to go somewhere together. But I was caught up at work. So I told her that, I'm caught up at work. I don't think you should go too. Because everybody knows we are coming together. So why don't we just let them go? And then later we'll go on our own date. She was like, okay, that's fine. I said, okay. If you know Pantine very well, I don't know if you know the Adenta Road very well.
Not really.
But Abokobi is like 10 minutes from Pantine.
Yes, with that I know.
I was working at Abokobi and Pantine. She came all the way to Abokobi. That she was coming to work. She's into makeup and all that.
Okay. Just
I was like, I was excited because if you're at Abokobi, it means you can literally pass to Pantine. It's just 10 minutes. Only for me to be there like 3 hours later, she called that she was at La Paz. She said, I said, how? She said, she's tired. Can you believe this girl actually came to Abokobi, to another guy's place, to come and cook?
You don't mean it.
Exactly. And she told me she came to work. She came to cook, and they're taking that food to the hangout that she was not supposed to go because I'm not there.
Mad. On
her way there, she lied to me that the person, somebody called her and said she should just pass through, so she's just going to pass through. I was so pissed when I was talking to her, like I almost wanted to cry because I don't even understand it. This was like around 6 p.m. So I was thinking, since I'm mad at you, you even get up and leave there.
Yeah.
I believe she was still with them till 1 a.m. As I say, Accra, they left where they were, went to another location to go and have fun and Kasa. And the saddest part about it was one of the guys that was there noticed that it was late. Her gate is closed. She can't go home. So the guy offered to give her a ride to my end.
Yes.
Because they all know she's with me.
That's a real G.
So he offered to give her a ride. Can you believe this girl said, I'm mad at her, so I won't allow her.
Oh, how?
And the guy was like, he's a guy. There's no way he'll be there and I will do that. And I'm like, have I ever turned you away before?
Yeah.
No matter how, I would rather leave you inside. Me, I'll be the one to even leave.
Yeah.
Take the room. She was like, no. She rather spends the night at some other guy's place. The same guy she came to cook at his place.
In the same vicinity?
No. Now the guy has another different vicinity, another
apartment.
So she went there with him, slept there, and the next day she's coming to give me the story of, nothing happened. He slept in the hall. I slept in the
bedroom.
Madam, I'm not a kid.
You know.
I'm not a kid.
You know.
I've seen all this. That was how I was like, no.
At this point, you over me. You over me. So in your opinion, like, what have you been in such like a relationship before, and then how did you deal with it?
Okay, I feel like for everybody, there's always a first experience. So once you experience something like that, you need to learn how to detach from people like that. And then with the silent treatment I was talking about, no. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you should communicate. Yes. Okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of it. But giving silent treatment, like not calling them anymore, trying to like ignore them and all of that, it's a no, because you are, it's the two of you in the relationship.
She's the two of you, but the person is not literally listening to anything.
Yes, so you tell her that I don't want to I can't do this anymore.
It becomes an argument.
No,
at this point he's already in love. No, he's already in love.
When you tell them, it becomes an argument. They are not listening to hear you. They are listening to
detach. You need to detach from people.
It's not that easy.
It's not easy, but once you I feel like once you have the first experience, your next relationship shouldn't be like that.
Exactly.
You should learn how to.
You should learn how to,
because those people like that, they steal your joy. No, you are not happy. Like even with friends, you because you're always thinking about them. Yes. So it doesn't make you happy as a person. So you should learn to detach.
You should learn to detach.
It's hard, but you should.
Very, very hard.
I think you're right though. Because when you go into a new relationship and you have these experiences, I mean, it can go bad and it can go
in the right way.
Because you start seeing ladies some kind of
in a different way.
In a different way. So if you can't get that thing out of your mind, you keep feeling all of them like they are all the same.
Yes.
Because trust me, after her, I tried going into a relationship, and the first 2 weeks from the communication, and she was like, "Oh, I'm like, oh, we've not even gone far. So
at least talking stage.
Yeah, so it's fine. Move. I move. No problem. So since then, I'm like, let me just sit back and just watch, because I meet people, they try to get to know me and all that, but it's like I don't have any interest because I'm still trying to. I want to dig deep into their head and see the kind of.
That brings to my next question. So, with detaching from someone, what are some of the things you're supposed to do? What are some of the things that takes your mind off that person? What do you have to do?
Okay, so detaching is hard. It's hard, especially when you are into them. It's really hard. But then I think going out a lot. Trying to experience new people, new things, and all of that. Eating good food, very important. All these things, it helps you detach from people. It's hard. There are some people that you could stop talking to them, you could break up with them, but then even months after, you still be thinking about them. But you should give yourself explore, experience new people, experience new things, because there are so many. Like, you don't have to be in a relationship with somebody for them to make you happy. Some people can come in as friends, but they will make you so happy. So to give yourself the chance to experience new people.
So with you, what did you do? How were you able to detach?
I wanted to hit on a point first though. The going out, outskirts, exploring and all that. I think there are two sides to that.
Okay.
Because with ladies, I don't think it's so safe for you to just be going out, because there's something we call rebound. You are dealing with a heartbreak.
You
go out, you see some fine guy really fine. Before you know, you are doing things you're not
supposed to do.
Females are not like that. You are getting it all
trust
wrong.
Me.
You are getting it all wrong.
Trust me. That is what you think.
Okay.
That is what you are thinking. I've been out. I've seen them.
Oh, okay.
It's I'm not capping, I'm not exaggerating anything, but even if they won't approach you, they give you the signs to approach them.
Okay.
And because they just want to get their mind off
someone,
they just do something.
So we'll come back to the don'ts when you're trying to detach from someone. These are, so let's just talk about the do's. What are you supposed to be doing?
So for me, I believe you should do something you love.
Yes.
Try to find passion in that thing and take your mind off the whole relationship thing at that moment.
Yes,
Not even talking to new people or anything. Just find something you love doing and focus your energy on that. For me, I'm actually the outgoing type. I like dancing. I like singing. So I always want to, every weekend, my boys, my boys, I always tell them, don't bring your girlfriend, don't bring any girl, I don't want to see any girl.
It's a boys' affair.
We go out where there's loud music and things. I dance, I party, that is me. Somebody else might be reading a book, watching a movie. So you see, so just find something you love doing and focus on that.
Just focus on it, because it takes your mind off whatever thing you are going through. Like,
takes your mind off cry. And then, like she said, I actually like one very good point. She said, eat good food.
Yes, food is good.
You see fufu. When you get fufu and abẹ, and the meats are on it like flower decor. Rather yes.
You forget about everything going on.
At that moment, you finish before you be like, now heartbroken heart.
You know.
That is that. And when you look, and the thing is, I always advise people when you are broken hearted, try to take care of yourself. I know it's painful, but try to take care of yourself and look.
Your health is very important.
I mean, literally, I bumped into her some 2 months ago. She was like, "Hey, I can see why you fine. Hey, you have a car now."
Why do they always think that when you are coming out of you're supposed to look so bad?
That comes to the point I was about to make. When you are in love, they feel when they leave, you can't do that.
You can't do
anything. True. True.
Because literally, when the person leaves the very first week, you are still calling, "Hey, Obi, forgive me." You are still texting, but then it gets to a point.
After some few weeks, you are done.
She's like a bigger person at that moment. But after some few months, then they're like, "Hey, so he actually forgot about me."
That's the extent a toxic person can go.
Yeah.
They want you to look so bad that when they see you, be like, "Hey, then this thing has really dawned on you." Exactly. Why are they always like this?
So just find something you love doing.
But then it's so sad that sometimes we may be toxic, but we won't know. We will be like, how do you call it? We will be the one acting toxic, but then we won't know. So as a person, what are you supposed to do in a relationship so that you don't become toxic?
Okay, so that is it. Just know who you are with. Listen to them, and we are talking about the
don'ts, right? Yeah.
Listen to them, and then when you see some sign, even if it's just the slightest sign, don't ignore it.
Yeah.
Don't ignore it. For instance, you and your boyfriend or girlfriend are into a heated argument, and then he raised the hand and say,
flee.
Be like
that level of toxic is like to the highest.
Okay. But I mean, this whole thing is just crazy because there's actually some ladies who actually like the toxic relationship. They dread it.
Like they fancy it. They want it.
They want it so bad. My senior brother has been in one where the whole family had to be involved to make the lady go.
Wow.
Because it got to a point my brother was beating her, and when my brother beats her, that's when that's the day she will cook.
Wow.
So
I think the person is
more. Like she says when he does that, she feels like that he's a man.
It's a mental issue.
I'm like, bro, go carry mad woman, run. Like,
it's a mental issue, I think.
He wants to break up. She won't go. She said she will kill herself. He had to take a whole lot of.
Wow, you were enjoying toxic partner and you like it. I'm
wondering where she is now and who she is with. That guy must be like.
You know, people also heal and change. Maybe her past it was like that and she loved it from the beginning. She didn't like it, but it got a time became part and parcel of her. So now that's now tend to now that's how relationship is supposed to be to her.
Well, because
to her that's how it's supposed to be.
It made me feel like women actually like pain.
No, women don't. We don't at all. Women like peace of mind.
Yeah.
Women like comfort. Stop. You have no idea.
Comfort.
Yes.
Peace of mind. No.
Yo, we do. See, like say something. We do.
Women like comfort. Yes.
No, wait.
Yes.
Luxury. Yes.
No. Peace of mind. No.
Yes, we do.
Nah.
We like to be happy.
Yes, we love to be happy.
We love peace of mind. Once the person you are dating doesn't bring you peace, trust me, you are not happy because we want to be happy.
Yeah, so we easily cry. Yeah, are soft.
You know.
Men are the ones who want peace of mind.
Come on.
Not women.
We know men usually.
You guys just you know you don't love a man.
You respect a man.
If I have a lady who loves me and can die for me, and I have another one who respects me, I will go for the one who respects me. Because that respect gives me the peace of mind I need. She doesn't make me talk too much. She knows what I like, what I don't. This one just every 2 minutes. See, there are some guys that don't even like you being
clingy
and all that. You have to understand these things.
We do actually.
You guys like attention.
Yeah, we do.
You like comfort. You like luxury. But peace of mind.
We do.
You guys like violence.
We do.
You like that is why a woman will see you with another woman. So dramatic.
No, we are not dramatic. We are dramatic. No, we are dramatic when you are doing something that is not going the right way. I always
feel like you just caught your boyfriend with another lady. Why are you fighting the lady?
Who should we fight?
Your boyfriend.
No.
Why?
No,
Well,
but I
fight
think,
both.
no,
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
you should
It's-
fight
that's
your
what I'm saying.
boyfriend.
That's what I'm saying. Women don't like it.
Yeah. Mhm.
You are not in a relationship with the other lady.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true.
You don't owe the other lady anything.
Anything.
Your boyfriend is the one who is going to bring STD to you.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who is going to bring STIs to you.
I know, right?
He's the one who is going to tell you he's broke because he's using the money to finance
Other
somebody
girls.
else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you see him, you're
Yeah.
supposed to face him. He's the one you're
Okay.
committed to.
Makes sense.
So we have to face the guy saying, face the right people.
Face the right person. Me, for
Okay.
instance, if I should see that, I don't have a problem with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
True.
It's the girl.
Yeah.
Because I'm not dating the guy. So like, I'm not gay.
Mm-hmm.
It's my girl.
It's my girl.
Why? Why did you do this?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Am I not
Enough?
enough or something? Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
let's go at that point.
Mhm.
She feels like you go to see another guy, you should fight the guy. That's what makes you a man. But
No.
No.
What do you have to say?
It's not supposed to be like that.
Mhm.
Once you so look, okay, once you find out your partner is cheating
mhm.
or something,
Yeah.
it's communicate me like this. I don't forgive. I don't think I would ever forgive cheating.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't think you are. I'm not saying when you find out. I'm
Mhm.
saying you catch them in the act.
Uh-huh.
At that moment,
So
there's a whole lot of emotions.
Emotions.
personally, I would leave.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
leave, and then
So fine.
and then I would leave, and then I think that would be the last day you
we are
see me
seeing-
or hear from me, because we are not going to talk anymore. Once you say, I know people have the perception of men like double dating,
Mhm.
men, it's okay for a man to cheat. No, it's not okay for a man to cheat. Once you say that this is who I want to be with, it should be this person.
Yeah, and
you
him
shouldn't-
alone.
Yes, you shouldn't entertain anything, any form of if you are a female, for the females, any form of male friends, it's all cheats. Like you are not supposed to, like, it's okay. Probably you had all those male friends
before,
yes, but now you can communicate to them. Now I'm dating, so the boundary should be there. We can't go any further. Like there are things we can't do because my man wouldn't like it. Yes.
Do you understand?
Are you not the same ladies who will say if you are dating someone, keep going on dates till you meet your husband?
Oh no,
Oh, no.
Not probably some, because now we live in a generation where we are fucked up. Like people think that doing certain things, people think being in a relationship and having a male best friend is
It's
okay.
cool.
No,
It's not
Me, for instance, if I
it's never
meet you,
cool.
talking stage,
It's
I
not
meet you,
okay.
and you tell me you have a male bestie, I'm gone.
Yes,
Red
it's not
flag.
okay.
And if you're a male
It's
and you
not
have
red
a
flag.
female, listen, and now they know
Yeah.
you guys don't do best friend again, my sister.
Sir,
And so
know,
it's not even blood related.
I don't have that update yet.
They'll be like
Yes.
my sister from another
Another
mother. This
mother.
I don't
one
have
is
that
so
update.
dear to me. And
so dear to me. You go
Sir.
deep and realize that hey,
there's more to it.
There's more to it.
It's like
Yeah.
sister
Now,
and
now
you.
I think now the males don't do my bestie again. Now my
No,
sister,
yes,
my cousin,
Maybe bestie
Yeah.
cast.
my long distance.
my long
card.
distance. Like
That's
you
what
go
they
and
say.
check and the person is not anywhere related.
Yeah,
The person is toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Because the person will start cheating, starts doing other things with the person without your knowledge, and you find out and you are like, oh, I thought you said this person was a cousin.
I might be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I might be
Yes,
very, very,
very,
wrong.
very wrong.
But I feel naturally women like pain, physical pain.
No.
No, we don't.
We are softies.
Yes.
Physical. The reason why I said that is because when you meet, for example, the people I was saying they like you beating them and all that. It's mostly women. No man wants to be beaten.
Oh yeah.
It's mostly women. And forget about my brother's own experience. I've heard that thing from like 4 different people.
Yeah.
Where the ladies want you to adjust. In fact, even on Facebook, somebody was confessing the last time that I like it when my boyfriend beats me.
What? The person should check their mental.
Yeah,
So all this
it's a problem.
BDSM and bondage where you tie them up when you are having intercourse and all
They
that.
like it.
Women like it. Spank me, beat me, wait.
Choke me.
Asa, then you are in someone.
You know. Oh.
Oh.
You know.
Your father taught you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. I mean, we have a segment on the show. This is called a hot seat segment. Hot seat. So you pick. Each of you will pick 5 each, probably from this. Then you read it out and you answer.
Okay.
So let's go to
Ladies
and your
first.
name. Ladies first. No, you can't. You can't speak. What does it say?
It says, at what age did you break your virginity? Where and how? Wow. Okay, so I broke my virginity at the age 20. Yeah, and then where it's funny because it was one Thursday, and then we do a program in church once, like every Thursdays, and then my mommy asked me to go and buy yam. So that was what we would eat after church service in the afternoon. So I went to buy the yam, and then he lived in the same area with me, so like, and I went.
Like, were you guys dating?
Yeah, we're dating.
Okay.
Yeah, we're dating. But
What
that
is
was
so?
but that was the day. Yeah,
happened.
like on my way to, and I was like, let me just go there
and just say
then
hello
talk to him, because that day he wasn't really feeling
from
fine.
buying yam to collecting
You
yam.
know. So I went there to like check on him, and then somebody who is sick. It happened.
One thing led to another.
And then
Somebody
it
was
happened.
sick.
Yeah.
One thing
When a guy
led to
tells you
another.
that I'm sick, come and
Don't
visit me.
go.
Don't go.
Yes.
So when you're a nurse, are you a nurse?
You're not a nurse.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a problem. So the yam, were you able to bring it?
yeah,
back?
I bought it after.
Yeah.
And your
so
mom wasn't
I was
mad that
keeping.
you kept too long.
No, she left to church. So I would come later. So she was
Yeah,
she
nice
didn't
plan.
know. Yes, so I went there. And then
Nice one.
Our manners are really enjoying this.
Nice one.
Okay, so give me that.
Okay.
Favorite verse in the Bible and recite it.
No. Okay, so 30 years me.
I would say John 11:35. Jesus wept.
What is that now? You can't
He
tell me
wept.
that, please. Please.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't tell me that.
Oh, no, but the more serious note, my favorite verse has always been the Psalm 23.
Okay.
The Lord is my shepherd. Shall not want.
Smart. Makes me to lie down in green pastures. Okay, we've heard. We've heard. Okay.
Okay.
And your name?
Can you donate your kidney for the person you are currently dating? Yes.
Guys, you
Yes.
hear?
We have 2 kidneys, right? So yes, I can. Yeah. I can.
Do you have anything to say?
That Witness song just came into my head.
What song?
Never.
No, I can't.
Never. She can.
Yeah.
I mean,
Really? Your kidney?
Yes.
No, okay. I would just say, based on a lot of stories I've read of even wife donating to their husbands not ending well, I don't think I would take that risk. If it's a family member, fine.
Family member that you do.
If that person too becomes a wife, fine.
But you
But
know,
dating-
you can only do that depending on how the person is with you. Treats you
The
like
bond,
the queen you are. Treats you like when a person treats you
Queen
respectfully.
Sheba.
There are certain things you can go,
all the way.
Yes. So,
Yeah,
but
I
if
can
he's
go,
not
I
a
can go all
sweet,
the way in certain things.
if he's not a sweet person to you, I mean, why not?
Why not?
I've
would
always
you?
said something that biologically you have 2 for a reason.
Yes.
It doesn't mean say you are using only one. You have 2
for a reason.
Yeah, true.
And you, let's say, at that point in time, your life is at 70%. When you remove that half,
You may die.
you brought it to 35%. You don't even know if that kidney you are giving to that person is the one that is going to last you, that will make you, and I said the one you are keeping.
Exactly. That's the thing.
So if I'm going to do that, it has to be someone that I don't think it will be dating. I don't think it will be someone I'm courting. It will be someone I'm married to.
If somebody wants to do you dirty, even if you are the wife or husband, they
person
will.
can-
Oh no, but that I know I'm married to you. You have my surname.
But they still
surname.
can.
It doesn't
People-
matter. No,
yeah, they
at that
still
point,
can.
at that point, I feel like it doesn't really matter because I feel like at that point we are one, we are a family,
Okay.
and you do that. But at the point where I'm dating, we are dating. We
can break up anytime. Is that what
you
you're
can
saying?
wake up tomorrow and say you are done. Marriage, I know you can wake up and say you want
A
to divorce.
divorce.
But at least maybe I have kids with you.
So it will go a long way.
When it's vice versa? Let's say it's you. You need the kidney.
You need the kidney.
I
Do you
have family
expect it?
members.
No, let's say your family. None of your
Family members want to. So it's just your
Ah.
partner.
I'll go to Nogopo and curse
Or
all of them.
more
I'll
continue.
curse all of them. Hey, they won't.
You don't know. Somebody can love you more than your family.
Your family.
Yeah.
Oh, What's your greatest fear? Should it just be one?
Okay, what are your fears? Your greatest fears?
Losing my parents.
Yeah.
That is one.
Mm-hmm.
Dying poor.
Oh, more.
Yeah.
Nobody will know say you try. Nobody will know say you try.
You go explain.
I had a little bit of luxury in my childhood before my father got an accident.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, a lot happened.
Mm-hmm.
We became like from the top class to like not even a middle, like
Mm-hmm,
bottom,
mm-hmm.
where we had to even eat gari consistently for like a week, gari and pepper.
Oh, more.
So I wouldn't want my kids to
Mm-hmm.
go through that phase of life too. It has always been one struggle to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, dying poor.
Nice.
Aside losing my parents, dying poor, and then not knowing God.
Not knowing God.
Wouldn't want to die not knowing.
Oh, more. That should be the first half. Not knowing God, because anyways, so yeah, back to Enyonam.
That's my third one.
Third, yeah.
You're
really counting. Who is counting? Who is counting?
What will you do if you find your partner in bed with another man?
Oh yeah.
Exactly what
or
we
another woman.
Mm-hmm.
We said that something.
Yeah. I would leave, and probably that would be the last time you hear from me.
Period.
What are you being too ash?
Oh no, me, I don't think I can ever forgive cheating because it's something I won't do.
Mm-hmm.
So the minute you do it to me, trust me, that means you don't love me that much.
You made a statement that people do change.
People do change. You cheated and keep cheating, and you change.
Okay, when it comes to change, I always believe change. You don't tell people you've changed.
Yeah, they see it.
You change. You work on it and let them see it. That is when you can actually tell them that you are changed.
Yes.
So, but if you let's say it's me and you catch me in that position and you decide you're not going to talk to me again, that is it. You are not giving me the chance to be a better person.
Why?
When you
didn't know cheating was
before you went to sit in bed, there was communication with the person.
Yes, it was.
Even I'm sure
it's never a mistake.
The devil even tried to find a way to make it not to happen, but you made it happen.
Yeah.
So what are you saying?
Heat of the moment, spontaneous.
Yeah, spontaneous. Where the person just left and then came. You cannot try that to me.
Childhood. What superstition belief were you forced to believe? That devil is ugly.
The devil find it.
Read your Bible
before.
Read your Bible. I mean, Lucifer is what?
Yeah,
it's like the most beautiful angel.
Yeah.
So how can you tell me the devil is ugly?
The devil is black.
The devil is black.
I can't tell me this. Jesus is white.
The one that pisses me off is this story. Okay, I grew up in Nigeria for a bit. They have this same story like Ghana, that Nigeria played ball with India. And then India scored Nigeria 99 and Nigeria scored 1.
I know.
And that same story surprisingly is in Ghana. So I was like, did they play the match the same day? Because they swap jerseys at some point.
You know.
Our parents, they don't try.
They know for us. They know for us.
The devil is not ugly. So if you see fine boy, run.
Yes. If you see fine boy, flee. So this is like the last one. Yeah. Why you want to do everything? What do you want to hear?
Yes, it's quite interesting. What did you learn from your last relationship?
Problem.
There's no problem.
I think it's like you're thinking so hard about it.
No, let it be now. What is it?
So, if there's anything, I think that boy taught me how to respect. I will be like, I feel like I didn't know how to like talk to people, like communicate well, so he taught me that you should know how to say please. You should know how to like lower your tone when you are dealing with people, because once it has to do with a person feelings, so you should know how to. So respect. I learned to respect from him.
You see, it's not always that you learn the bad things. It's not always that the bad things happen.
I was thinking she was going to say bad.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't really have any experience like that.
Yeah. What killed your feelings for someone? Killed them. Constant lies.
The devil himself, eh?
Constantly. It's like, say, and the funny thing is, you are lying,
You don't
but you
trust.
can't keep up with the lie. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
For instance, you are here. Instead of her to say, "Oh, I went for a podcast," you're like, "Oh, Nami Koboti," and then 3 days, 4 days later,
The podcast has been released.
or there is a picture. Then I'm like, "What did you do?" That day I went to. So actually, before the hair,
How can you tell me the story?
Constant lies.
Constant lies.
Constant, like consistently. It was
It's
crazy.
just crazy.
You tell me you are going to bed, only for me to see 2 days later that you went on a date with another guy.
I know, right?
I mean, a whole lot.
A whole lot. So yeah, that's it. We'll continue another day. Yes, we will. We will.
We want 5 more.
So like, no, we will.
1 5
There's
more.
another segment coming. We will. Okay, so with identify a toxic relationship, what are your last words to someone out there who is in one, or who is even the one who is being toxic?
To the ladies out there, my biggest advice is to love yourself. Love yourself. I mean, I can't hit on that anymore like this. Love yourself. A lot of ladies out there don't love that. They love people, but their own self.
So-
Nah. That is why she's so worried about her hair, her makeup,
So
how her body looks. You see somebody, my stomach is getting big. If I was dating you, you're telling me, it pisses me off because I'm not complaining. I saw the stomach.
I saw the stomach. They
saw
say
it.
even all of us we wear jalabia, so flash.
I saw it and I'm there.
Yes, sir.
And I'm getting dark. I'm not complaining. If it worries me, I will tell you, but baby, I said, let's do something about it. So love yourself before you love.
Cry it out, let it be, and then pray to God to heal you. That is it.
Yeah. So you, the person that you are toxic, pray for yourself as well,
pray,
so that you can
pray.
flee from all the toxicity.
Yeah.
Yes. And like he said, love yourself.
True.
Love yourself more,
Important.
because you can't tell me you love your partner more than yourself. Put yourself first.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in on today's episode on how to identify a toxic relationship with today's segment, Breaking the Gist. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly subscribe, like, comment, and then share to your loved ones, because you know every episode we bring you buzzwords, that word, we bring you hot, every educative segment. So please do well to share, subscribe, comment, and then share. Follow us on all social media platforms. On IG, I am Angie Bell, and your name, what's your IG handle?
Enyenam_AG.
Okay, and then Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown_GH.
Yes, Mr. Brown_GH. Follow us on all social media platforms for more exciting episodes like this. It's a bye.